We're going to welcome in Mike Harrell of Harrell Automotive. You know it's Tuesday. You want to know. We got some good questions, and we're going to debunk some social media tips and tricks when it comes to your car as well today.
Quite a lot of advice floating around there.
And it's not all good, is it?
No, not all of it.
Not
no.
all good. All right, well, let's get to our first question. This coming in from Lauren. She asks, my door seals are sticky. I do not use my car a lot, and they make my doors hard to open. I've been told that I can use olive oil, but I'm hesitant because I don't want to damage the rubber. What's the best thing to use on these rubber pieces?
I would not use olive oil.
No?
Okay.
I'm not sure if that would damage the rubber or not. Usually with rubber, because of the synthetic nature of it, especially the seals that we use on your door, we want to use a synthetic type lubricant. Certainly something silicone based. My suggestion, if it's already sticking, there's some probably dirt or gunk built up on there. We want to wash that with a nice mild soap, right? And then let it dry. And then there's specific lubricant for your door seals, or you could just use a dry silicone spray. That'll work phenomenal.
I was going to ask, what would be causing it just to be sticky, but just dirt and gunk buildup?
Over time, the rubber, the oils in the rubber start coming out. It will cause it to stick to the painted part of the door frame where it seals, right? Because that door seal is supposed to create a nice airtight, weather-tight seal to keep the rain and the wind while you're driving your car.
And she says she doesn't use her car a lot, so it's sitting, and it's just all, I guess you could see. Do you carry those silicone sprays?
We do, yes. Yeah,
So
it's not a very common problem. When vehicles sit, it does happen more prevalent, but we are equipped to handle that, absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Let's take this next question. TikTok hacks, hot water to defrost windows. Yeah, good advice versus bad advice. That's the thing about TikTok. There's a lot of information out there. I mean, they were cooking chicken and NyQuil, remember? Remember that TikTok trend?
That doesn't seem like a great idea.
I
Right?
don't think it was. So you cannot always believe what you see on TikTok.
We had a customer use deodorant because their belt was squealing. We had a belt squeal question last week.
Sure.
We had, our staff brought up to me this morning when we were talking about this question in particular, we had a customer do this where they used deodorant on their serpentine belt for their engine while it was running because it was squealing. And it stopped the squeal for a short period of time, but it created an issue where that deodorant caked up on a couple of the pulleys, and we had to go in and clean that off.
No. Was that something they saw on social media?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that hack, it seems like a great idea, right? My belt just has a problem. If I put something on it, it'll fix it. In my experience, it doesn't fix it.
Deodorant is for the body, not for your car.
The hot water trick on your windshield is not a great idea when you have that cold glass and warm or hot water. That huge temperature swing can cause some issues where that glass could potentially break. I wouldn't risk it.
No.
If you're unsure of what you're doing on your vehicle, right, because things can get so costly, stop and ask advice, right? Ask somebody that would know. Call your local garage if you have a relationship with them. If you don't have a relationship with your local garage, call me.
Yeah.
Right? I'm always available, and advice is free.
Yeah,
It really
or
is.
email. Send a question in to us here on Erie News Now. Thanks, Mike, for that wonderful transition. There's the address, ask@yououghtaknow.org.
Yep. There's no such thing as a dumb question, right?
Not at all.
Everything is valid.
Unless it comes to cooking your chicken in NyQuil.
That's kind of a dumb, yes.
That might put me to sleep. I can't handle NyQuil.
I think it did. I think that was the problem.
That was the point.
I sleep that night and the whole day afterwards.
After
too.
the little
I cannot
NyQuil.
wake up. It's just groggy.
Well,